That was back in week 3. Deep breath from the Belgian. Hugo Kuipers to the top of the Golden Boot race. 8th of the season, 1-0 Fire.
Run to an error there. Kuipers just slides that into the corner.
Schleich. 10 minutes remaining here at Soldier Field. Oh, the ball in is headed in by Rogers, an own goal.
And then on to Sam Rogers. So unlucky for him after a good defensive display from Chicago so far.
Winless in 5, Atlanta United. Chicago winless in 6. Inside of 5 minutes left. Pouring on forward, Glasgow, who leaves it! Kouame! Carves it through the heart of the 5 stripes to a 2-1 lead in the 86th!
Big fan of anything that involves some patterns like this. Watch Glasgow getting behind, and then there's the guy in the middle, Kouame, to finish it.
There's almost no reference point. Messi wins the ball and he's searching for options, or he's being forced to take more touches.
One on the turn, good strength from him this time. Robin Lod, good threatening crossing position, cuts back, and Pereira falls back. Yannick Wright forcing Pereira away from goal. Still very good defending, but Pereira finds the pass. Harvey in behind, chance to go for goal. Hlongwane scores. The emotion from Hlongwane. He's been waiting for that moment all season long.
Just in front of Robin Lod. Hlongwane comes to life in the right moment. Instinctual finish. Just picks up the far post.
So with another throw, and he might want to be a little bit quicker this time. Towards that near post area. The flick towards the far post. It's in. McCarrick has got a second.
Where Minnesota United feasts on team. You don't win the ball at the near post. Romero does well from his...
Weigand pinning Minnesota back here. And all the while, Inter Miami have to be careful of those transition moments that we saw in the first half. Messi! Messi goes for goal and scores! Try as you might, you just cannot keep him quiet.
Watch Messi is centrally. He's coming back from an offside position. Now the whole back line for Minnesota drops off. He stays put. That gives him
this where Minnesota feel they do have an advantage. And on Joaquin Pereira, they have someone who can deliver. Pereira towards the near post, the header, and it's off! An Inter Miami man in. That's going to go down as an own goal. Storey couldn't keep it out. And Minnesota have restored the 2-goal cushion.
It's all about winning that first ball, though, at the near post. If Kelvin Yeboah, and it's the second phase of that free kick or of that throw-in that leads to the goal, that's a good ball in behind.
Good movement as well. Yeboah going further forward. Oliver Shea, really good turn to get away from Allen. Pulls it back to the edge of the area. Robert Lod scores! It's an absolutely stunning strike from Robin Lod.
It's his running off the ball. It's his isolation, but watch how he looks, and he feels for Noah Allen. He knows he has the physical traits to get beyond the defender, but then to still have the point.
Edge of the 6. Flores, of course. Insigne quickly to Corbiano, who's got some wheels, but Herrera does as well. What a race down the left side. Corbiano looking for Insigne! Lorenzo Insigne is on the board, and so is Toronto. It's 1-0.
And Insigne, 5'4" frame, able to get down, put the head on it, and sneak it inside the corner of the post.
Long for Bernardeschi. Overlapping run from Insigne. Insigne going back post!
It's hammered home inside as coming back to try to help out, but steering it into his own goal.
Taking form early. Ayla for Edelman. Choupo-Moting for the Red Bulls. Gets it back from Forsberg. Eric Choupo-Moting goes wide, fires, and shot goal! Choupo-Moting and the Red Bulls off and running at home. They've got the lead in the 7th minute of the match.
Forsberg and Choupo-Moting, two players that know each other so well, even though they haven't played together for so long. But then it's all about Choupo-Moting. Can he get that yard? Can he find that yard to get the shot? And he gets the better.
Carbajo, middle of the park, Noah Ayla for Valencia. Valencia, flag stays down, here's Forsberg, fire and goal! They've doubled the lead, Emil Forsberg and the Red Bulls flying early in Harrison.
He is the sweeper, obviously, of the back three, but he's playing Forsberg on. Forsberg has so much time and space, it's incredible. But if you look at the distance between the midfield of LA Galaxy.
Sean Nealis. Carbajo able to play that ahead. Sofo will get on this. Kick saved by McCarthy. Flag stayed down for Mohamed Sofo. Played in. Forsberg. Choupo-Moting. Oh, what a finish! Second of the game. Eric Choupo-Moting. He's flying. The Red Bulls are up by 3.
Once again, Forsberg, we've just spoken about his key contributions to the game. Well, here's another one. It's an assist for Choupo-Moting. And Red Bulls must be thinking to themselves.
Forsberg fires, scores! Blistering free kick. The Red Bull captain having a night, and the lead is 4.
Whether it's assists, whether it's goals, whether it's world-class strikes like this, it doesn't matter. Everything he touches this game turns to gold. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, you can look at the wall and you can say that they jump, but they put their heads down, but take nothing away from the free kick. You see, and I think that will be part of the thinking. Sandro Schwartz, can they get the confidence even higher with those two maybe getting more goals and assists?
Given away by McCarthy. Here's Yengor, who's just come on. Yengor, this ball floating far post, and it's in.
You see the clearance isn't great. And it just comes to Yengor. He does all the hard work, and then Harper just has a presence of mind to frit.
And this is the point where they gain traction to their season. They have not won or lost consecutive games this year. Bogats with 4 into the attack for Red Bull. Take it here. Yengor fires and scores. And they've opened up a 6-pack at Sports Illustrated Stadium.
Once again, LA Galaxy, they're a team that were 5-0 down. And look how open they are. It's 4 versus 3 at the back. And eventually...
Carbajo on the restart. Still under duress, and this deflects in! Oh my goodness! It's gone off the rails for the Galaxy.
But it's exactly what they got in injury time. You see Yamane, and this is where I'm talking about overthinking. Overthinking all the time. He's going back to...
He's able to atone for his sins, though. Good ball in for Evander. It's set up nicely for him, and that's a lovely finish. That is the Brazilian at his very best.
Unbelievable finish. And you give your goalkeeper...
Brandon Vasquez scores, and it's 1-1. Can't ask for a much better start to the second half if you're Nico Estevez and Austin FC. And Brandon Vasquez once again returns to TQL and scores just as he did in CONCACAF Champions Cup a year ago.
You see Salentano go to his left.
Big switch from Ortachano. Great ball for Engel. Evander with some space. Towards the back stick. It's a great ball and finished off. Ojeda, the chief architect, and it's Dado Valenzuela with an emphatic finish.
Watch it right there. Just over the head of the defender. I believe it's Bureau on the back post. You can't get a touch on it.
On the outswinger, and it's wide open, and a brilliant save from Ivicic to deny Orlando City. The defensive assignment was blown, and it was a free take. It's on now, and it's Ojeda! Rattles it in! That's more like it! The Lions roaring at the den! The marvelous Martín has done it again! It's Orlando 1, New England 0.
This is why he's on the field. We talk about big players needing to step up, just sees the space, gets his head up, and my goodness, what a strike that is. Just all of his might, gets all of it underneath the crossbar, into the back of the net.
This is Polster, a loyal servant and a part of the New England setup since 2020. Gives it away, forces it awkwardly now, and it may break for Ojeda. One on, he is in. It's Martín Ojeda for the brace. Ojeda! Absolutely sensational. All on his own. Nothing can stop Ojeda and Orlando, who double up here in the first half. 2-0.
Of the defender, just a cut across his body into the near post and past Ivicic.
1v1 against Schlegel, who loses his shin pad. The Cameroonian with his head up for Carles Gil. And Gil just trying to put it on that left foot. Plays Goniga, wonderful two-man game. Squared out in front, far side, fine gold. Yusuf! And that is a timely reply. Hold the phone. New England punch right back late in the first half. Al Hassan Yusuf makes it 2-1.
And Goniga just gets his head up, sees the fine gold on that far post. Because he draws so much attention, it opens up that little cutback ball.
It was 658 minutes, 654 minutes without conceding. That streak is over. Clean sheet runs, a thing of the past. Entry ball, Polster! My goodness! New England seizing this game by the scruff of the neck, coming back from 2 goals down.
That is the little near post run from Polster, loses his mark. Looks like Janssen just cuts in front of him at the last second, but my goodness.
And this, a crucial moment on the 55th. And it will be Ojeda for the second time this season from 12 yards out, up against the giant Slovenian, Aljaz Ivicic. And this to restore the lead. It's Ojeda, no problem. Hat trick in the books. Orlando back where they belong and in control. 3-2.
Getting on the end of set pieces, this time just steps up, just calmly places it in. It all starts with the pressure, how they came out of the gates in the second half.
And now it's the Peruvian against the Spaniard. And this one to restore parity. The magic of Gil against Calese. Gil, cool, calm, and collected. New England with the fighter spirit have come punching back once again.
Gil just steps up, tries to wait the last second for Galese to go one way and just puts it right down the middle.
Two managers very happy with how things are going thus far. The ball over the top finds the feet of Sullivan. Sullivan in, Baribo! And the high press, the high risk, yields high rewards.
Ball in behind from Rick, the 19-year-old goalkeeper, times it perfectly. And Sullivan takes that first touch off his chest and then with the outside of the right foot puts it perfectly in space.
Herrera. Farsi. Down the line he goes. Chambeau across goal. And Arston scores! Columbus Crew on the hour mark. Max Arston.
Continue to stick to their plan to use the wide areas, and it's an overlapping run with Farsi streaking down this right-hand side, and it stood up so well there. Perfect.
In the meantime, here comes Philadelphia. Stanley Jean-Jacques. Stanley Jean-Jacques goes alone. It's fallen out to Westfield. Oh, wow! He's nearly taken the roof of the net off. Philadelphia pounce again.
He's been biding his time, coming through MLS Next Pro, all the way up to the first team, and what a way to make an introduction, absolutely crushing that one. It's a big opportunity here from Columbus. See if they can level this.
Can they? Could they? In-swinging ball in for the Crew. Across the goal it goes, and it's turned in! Columbus Crew just will not go down without a fight! It's the homegrown player that has snatched the point on the road, and their pursuit of perfection away from home continues on!
The escape job. It's a set piece here, flicked on from Diego Rossi, and you can see Zawadzki just getting on the inside there.
Then he's had a couple more chances. He's got to be ruthless on his next one. And I think he's probably telling himself that, Alonso Martinez, right now.
Saliba. Owusu. Prince Owusu! Feeling like a king in the Big Apple. Back on the scoreboard. Montreal leads at Yankee Stadium.
And that's exactly what Montreal fans want to see from Prince Owusu. What a great goal that is.
Because it's set up nicely for him, but sloppy touch.
288th league game tonight for Christian Roldan.
Put it in early.
Here's Paul Rothrock. Rothrock, oh, and it's headed home! And Danny Musovski's done it again! 5 games, 5 goals! The streak continues!
Yeah, they're so efficient, they get the ball forward. What a ball. Lane's just trying to head it, he makes a hash, but watch the reaction. There is a slight deflection. I said put it in early because good things will happen. He just bounces over.
McGlynn's left foot. We'll see it on display again here in the 32nd minute. He drives this one in with pace, and at the back post, it's smashed in. It is a goal for Houston Dynamo, and it is young Vinny Awadesu for the first time in Major League Soccer. He has scored.
Look at the ball, look at the pace, and look at the accuracy. Stefan Fry's got no chance. The big man just puts his head on the ball, and before you know it, you're back in business. What a delivery, what a header. Ex-players come, not some of them, all of them, to come back and have that opportunity to reminisce with each other, talk about the good times, because when you win a championship, back-to-back championships, let me put that in as well, it's a special moment.
Oh, De La Vega, a chance, straight away, cuts it back, and it's in! It's Rusnak who scored, and De La Vega has an immediate impact on the game, and straight away to start the second half, Seattle playing 11v10 have grabbed the lead, 2-1 off the goal for Sounders FC by Rusnak.
Across the 6-yard box, but he's involved. The little give and go. He's already made his movement in there, but look, normally you'd go in front of the defender, but he pulls it back knowing that at the moment, because of the lack of energy from Houston, they can't put any pressure on the ball, where before the energy from the crowd, and at the moment Seattle just passing their way through. They're waiting for someone to come, and then they're passing, and they're having a lot of joy down this left-hand side.
Nuhu overlaps, but a slaloming run made by Ryan Kent, and you've got 2 players arriving at the back post, and you had De La Vega there, but it's not him who puts it home, it's Rusnak with a second-half brace.
At the far post, it's a clinic at the moment. How to play against 10 men, they're passing the ball quick, they're keeping the people wide, and at the moment the orange shirts can't get nowhere near him.
Chance to cross, dug out, it's Gonçalves in the middle. Good control in tight space on the volley, blocked. It's Diego Luna now, trying to turn. Luna, oh, it's in! What a goal! You can't keep him off the score sheet! Luna, another moment of magic!
And this is ruthless from Luna. Once the first shot, it's not on. Now he's twisting, he's turning, he's creating an inch of space. And this is the only place that he could put this that Martin Paz is not going to be able to reach. You can't defend greatness like that. That is a moment of brilliance. Luna says, I'm here, remember the name, and don't...
Anderson Julio Trying to get the return ball, trying to get things going against his former club. Julio hesitates now, he turns the corner. Julio coming infield, Anderson, Julio! How about that against your former club? 1-1 in Dallas!
Julio catches the corner, and that change of pace, he drops the shoulder. He gets the overcommitment of Sam Junka, who's now...
And he's got a strong left foot. I actually think at times Hadjimanti's better with his left foot on goal, but he doesn't hit it true.
Bronico, positive start from the crowd in the second half. Abada skips past his man, it opens up for him, and he finds the net. Real Abada. They've come flying out of the locker room, and Abada adds to his season sally.
Put a man in form, 3 goals on the week now for Abada. You just look how he skips around. Just love it. He loses his footing in the aspect.
Who hit some great heights with SKC in Major League Soccer in recent years. But Abada has done it again. And here's Mukhtar Natural trying to respond, and they have caught brilliantly. What a volley! What a finish! And the Charlotte lead lasted mere seconds. 1-1.
It's a great bit of skill of Mawil to flick it up, but look at the call from Mukhtar. How he just pauses for half a second once he gets that touch away from his body to let the ball sit, to let it come down enough, and then that foot cutting across the ball a little bit of swerve on that to carry it on.
He made an entirely rotated team of changes in midweek here for the US Open Cup game against Chattanooga. Dean Smith welcoming back Pep Biel tonight, although Biel has been pretty quiet by his very high standard of the season so far. 3 goals, 6 assists for him. Shuffleberg onto his left. Oh, what a finish! That one absolutely rifled into the corner. Nashville have turned this round, and they lead 2-1.
He shows a different skill set as he's able to just bash it into the back.
St. Louis will be, a big part of San Diego will be back in action, taking on the Colorado Rapids May 14th. And here's one that finds the back of the net for San Diego. And they have quieted the crowd here in St. Louis. And it is that man, Milan Iloski.
Question was going to be, if he was back to goal and you had to play through his feet in a negative position, how would it look? That doesn't matter here. I mentioned.
And it's reflected in the match momentum. 14 shot attempts by San Diego, and it could be one more. Dreyer gets past the goalkeeper. It's from a tough angle, though, so he's going to wait for support. Dreyer sneaks it past the goalkeeper and in. And San Diego have grabbed all 3 points here in St. Louis.
They do a good job of applying pressure, but as athletic as Josh Yarrow is, extremely untidy with his first touch. How do you...
As Devin pointed out, San Diego have had their difficulties defending set pieces this season, so here it comes. And it's a save by Dos Santos. Rebound shot off the post. Third bite at the cherry is in.
By Kyle Hebert. Plenty of players up high. The initial deflection, the post, and then the finish. One of the most consistent in a City uniform this season.
Recovery there from Jones to keep the possession alive. Splitting his seam to find Costa. Back out top, Jones! 2 assists in the 4-1 win last week, and now he hits his first in a Quakes jersey.
Impact, yes, he has his first multi-assist game of his career. But look at this. Fakes the shot, lays this one off, follows the play, top of the penalty spot.
New York Red Bull, 7-0 winners. Choupo-Moting had a brace. Forsberg had a brace. It would be quicker if I told you who didn't score. Oh, that pops loose for Chicho Arango on the back clearance. Zach Steffen out. Chicho makes it 2. The giveaway at the back. And the Colombian pounces.
In crucial moments for Colorado here. And just pure effort from Chicho Arango. We've seen him do this so many times.
In 2025, as a player and a coach, he has been involved in 84% of Sporting Kansas City's games all time. Onside, Anthony DaCosta. Looks like he has slippers on when he runs. Oh! Santi Moreno! Making something out of nothing. The irresistible attack of the Portland Timbers, and Santi Moreno's exited stage right.
Movement off the ball that creates the opportunities. And Santi Moreno just ghosts inside Daniel Shalhoub. It's a blind pass off the left shoulder of Tim Leibold. And just a clipped up ball in a dangerous spot. The first touch, are you kidding me? Santi Moreno sets himself up. It's one thing to think about it. It's another thing to execute it. And Santi Moreno, one of the best goals that you'll see, not just in Major League Soccer, but around the world to open up the scoreline here. 1-0 in the 10th minute at Providence Park.
It's heaved into the box. Oh, into a dangerous spot. What a save. Takaoka. Follow is in.
That's a familiar sight. It's the black and gold celebrating against the Whitecaps.
And defending, and it's oftentimes not the first ball, it's the second one that you've got to deal with. Are you ready? Great little flick on there. Or does he stay stubborn?
What a chance to double the lead early for LAFC. Bawanga scores! He did change it up. Slightly to the left.
Been reversed. Since LAFC have come into this league, they have dominated the Vancouver.
Vite leaves, Berhalter serves. White!
He just out-jumped everybody!
Does Tillman keep Brian White onside when this ball is hit? From that angle, it looks like Tillman keeps him onside. I think the goal stands.
Ahmed, big switch. Sabi's got some space. Valencia defending. Sabi cutting inside. Clips it towards White. Deflection. White again!
A goal that was coming.
Get away with one. That is a foul in my book. No whistles blown. Play until the whistle.